What's going on, everyone? I am just a typical, average American here today to react to some of the dumbest things that Americans have ever said on the internet. So, today, I want to take a look at some of these examples of just the stupidest things that my fellow Americans have actually posted. So, I know that Americans get a bad reputation for saying really ignorant things, not understanding how the world works, and even being rude at times. So, today, I want to take a look at these and try to, set the record straight on this. So, let's take a look. Starting with, this is a Reddit post where someone asked, "Who is the most famous person in history?" Oh, wow. Okay. And someone responded, an American responded, saying, "Donald J. Trump." Oh, God. And they even went on to say, "You don't have to like it, but you gotta live with it every day." It's almost like they're proud. Like, you shouldn't be proud to say, like, "Yeah, this is the most famous person, but you're probably not gonna like it." You realize that's a bad thing? Anyway, Donald J. Trump, the most famous person in history? No, come on. And it says famous, not infamous. That's a completely different thing. Like, to be fair, he's very well known, like, throughout the entire world, especially at this point, but not. I don't think in the way that you want to be known. So we can kind of debate, like, fame versus infamy, for one thing. He is very well known, obviously, but most famous person in history? Yeah, right. Like, he has he's just been like the president of the United States, you know? I think that's something that a lot of Americans maybe give too much credit for its influence in world history, as if like a single president, although there have been very influential individuals, in history, but no, not like Donald Trump for what he's done in the last, like, 12 years, we'll say. No, it'd make more sense to even, figures that have actually sculpted history and changed the world, like Alexander the Great or something, right? Julius Caesar? I don't know. Even if we were going to say, I think technically the most famous person alive is considered Cristiano Ronaldo, that football player. If I remember correctly, he's technically the actual most famous person alive. So no, for many reasons, no, just no. I think there's a lot of Americans who want it so badly to be Trump. All right, oh jeez, let's keep going. This is looks like an Instagram post, I think, or somebody commented saying, "If America is 250 years old, how is Denmark sending mail for 400 years?" What? For one thing, I actually heard about this, coincidentally. Denmark is closing its postal service, which has like been in service for 400 years. And this American is genuinely asking, if America is only 250 years old, how can Denmark be 400? Because things have existed longer than the United States? Are you kidding me? That's bad. That's really bad. What do you mean? You think the world, like the history of the world started with the United States? Like nothing can be older than the United States? The United States isn't even that old of a country, like relatively speaking. That's crazy. Get this American off social media and back in school or something. It says people commented saying Denmark is older than the United States. Mind blown. Yeah, no kidding. Oh dear. U.S. is very young compared to most countries. The Kingdom of Denmark is considered to be established in the 10th century. So, oh my God. That's... The first one was just kind of like annoying, but debatable. This one's just like embarrassing. Like just the stupidest stuff. Don't post that on the internet, man. Just Google it. Stop. Oh. Ah. Okay. This is a discussion. I think it's Twitter where someone posted, "How can this be today when it's 7:45 a.m. and this says it happened at 11 a.m.? Hi there. We're the National Gallery in London." So this is an American who doesn't understand time zones. Classic. I really am surprised by that because we have different time zones here in the United States. We got like a bunch of time zones. So you would think, man. And the American then responded after the National Gallery said, "We're in London, different time." The American responded saying, "Maybe put that in your screen name, in your username. There's a National Gallery in Washington, D.C. Oh, no. I know exactly what they're trying to say. Oh, stop. So this is a big problem that a lot of Americans have. Because I've had this problem. Whenever I hear anything that says the National Monument, the National Gallery, the National whatever, film, I immediately think, oh, national, America, United States, the national, the U.S. Gallery? Yeah, I definitely have been guilty of thinking that way. Like, a lot of Americans genuinely don't even think national, that can be any country. Every country can have their own national whatever. And since we're on the internet here, where everyone from across the world can post, and you can't just assume when something says, oh, the National Gallery, that it's American. It could be anybody's nationality, which it is in this case. And apparently that fact really triggers this American lady. Okay. This was a post on Twitter where an American said, no. Somebody, anonymous, said the United States is down at least 30 billion in tourism. Jeez. For 2025, international boycotts and loss in appeal due to Donald Trump has resulted in millions of trips canceled. Jeez. That's not good. It's not good for the U.S. And then an American responded saying, "Why is this bad?" What? Huh? Why is this bad? I think we're gonna have to start handing out like licenses to post on the internet, on social media. What do you mean? How is this bad? And I like how it's just like a short little, in real life, they thought they really cooked with this. They thought this was they got them. Where in real life they're like, well, why is this bad? And it's like, what are you talking about? The United States is losing tons of money and tourism, and our reputation is ruined, and people don't want to come. How is this good? I'd love to hear this guy talk about how this could be construed as anything but bad. Please let me know, Michael Ross. How is it not bad? Oh my goodness. Let's keep going. It never ends. This is a post on Reddit where an American said, bet that stuff is banned in Europe. What's banned? What? And then someone said cotton candy and marshmallows? And then an American responded saying, yeah, nobody eats marshmallows out of the United States of America, I think. What? What? Huh? To come again? Why are these two? So this American thinks everything's banned in Europe. And even though we aren't we the ones who don't have like the Kinder surprise eggs because those are banned because we were too many kids were choking on them. We have lots of banned stuff that we can't handle. If we're going to talk about banned, cotton candy and marshmallow. I've never heard of that being banned in Europe. Nobody eats marshmallow outside of Europe. I mean, nobody eats marshmallow outside of the United States. I don't think that's true. I don't know for sure, but I've literally never heard that ever. I am pretty sure people eat marshmallow, in many places across the world. What are these? What are the Americans on some of these discussions even getting on about? What are they even talking about? And it's even worse when there's multiple, like Americans who are like feeding off each other's like stupidity. Like, this says America, if we connected all the cities with a population over 500,000 via a high-speed rail. Wouldn't that be the day? Wouldn't that be the day when the United States had a high-speed rail system? Yeah, we have nothing of the sort. We have to drive everywhere. Or fly. Ooh. Somebody responded to this. An American responded saying, America has 26 times the airports of China. With only a third of the population, we built our high-speed rail in the sky. Stop. Just stop. Don't. You're not doing what you think you're doing. No. That's not a flex. That's not cool. That's not good. Yes, we have lots of airports. That's something, but going to the airport and flying on a plane sucks. And it's expensive and it takes forever. And it's not efficient. It's not good. You shouldn't be proud that we've gotten good at airports. High-speed trains, high-speed rail. I mean, that'd be amazing. And so much more people and so much quicker in many instances when you don't want to fly 5 hours, or if the train ride is only so far, it'd be much faster to get a ticket and hop on a train than get an airplane or drive yourself in a car. Just the idea that some Americans are arguing against high-speed rail in the US is so backwards and so ridiculous. That actually makes me really annoyed. People say that. Oh my God. Do you need a passport to travel freely around Thailand? Probably. Yes, you need your passport to check into hotels. Okay. Then an American said, they don't accept US IDs? US driver's license? I guess I'll get a passport. I just didn't want to have to pay the fees. This is just like it's a bad attitude, and Americans get a lot of flack for this, for sort of thinking that Americans are the center of the universe. Like, oh, what do you mean you don't accept an American ID or American dollars? Yeah, I have to use the proper internationally acknowledged form of ID, the passport? What? That's for everyone else. Why do I have to? What? We're not special. We all got to follow the same rules. Too many Americans think the world revolves around the US. Like, what do you mean you don't accept a US ID? They don't accept any ID. No, you're not special. Okay. This get me a bit worked up. This is a Reddit discussion. Somebody said, a man with honor. And so an American responded saying, LOL, you spelled honor wrong. Ha! Or horror wrong. And then somebody responded, thank goodness, saying, that would be the British spelling of honor, you dickhead. Very eloquently put. And then the American came back and said, I speak American English. Your spelling is incorrect. Oh my god. Nah. And then, of course, someone said, not everyone on the internet is American, you toothpick. I've never heard anybody use toothpick as an insult. That's good. That's good. I've never heard that before. You toothpick. Toothpick brain, really. Oh my god, this is the stuff that makes people really dislike Americans, I would think. Like Americans saying, "Oh, American English, that's the standard. You're spelling honor wrong." This is just a result of Americans not being exposed to any other cultures, not understanding that there's other ways of spelling things in English, and Americans having too much pride, really, ego, cockiness, whatever, however you want to say it. Just, yeah, yeah, but I did want to take a look at these, some of the stupidest things that Americans have posted. It's embarrassing, but in a strange way, it is entertaining, and I am glad, to at least get my chance to argue and set it straight. And there are those of us who are normal and respectable, but not these. But life goes on, I suppose. Jeez, but I wish it would stop, but life goes on. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these dumb American posts on the internet. That'd be fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.